On to story number two. A Syrian woman and her 3 sons have been killed in a rocket attack by forces including foreign-backed militants who had targeted the government-held part of Aleppo city. Now, according to the UK-based Syrian Observatory for Human Rights, the homemade rocket was fired from the militant-held part of the northwestern city and hit the victim's home around midnight. The Syrian crisis began in March of 2011, and according to the Office of the UN High Commissioner for Human Rights, more than 200,000 people have lost their lives in the conflict so far. Let's get more on this story from our correspondent Muhammad Ali, who joins us from Damascus. Muhammad Ali, tell us about the most recent incident and, of course, update us about developments around Syria.
Yes, Kavi, as you have just said in the news, last night there was a number of mortar shells and homemade rockets launched by militants in Beni Zaid area. Those rockets hit al-Ashrafiyya and al-Sulaymaniya quarters north of the city of Aleppo. They killed at least a woman and her children and also injured over a dozen over there. Of course, this is happening in parallel with some of the clashes that are taking place in various parts of Aleppo. The Syrian army, as you know, over there has intensified its military operations during the past month and almost have the upper hand there. There are clashes happening and intensifying in areas like al-Layramoun, northwest of the city of Aleppo, and also areas like al-Castello, al-Jabiriya, and the Syrian army sources continuously report killing militants during those clashes over there. In addition to that, developments across the country, we also know that the Syrian army has advanced a couple of quarters in the area and the town of Sheikh Miskin, just 22 kilometers north of the city of Dar'a, where clashes have been happening for a while there. In addition to that, we know that a number of militants have been killed in a military operation also in Dar'a countryside, particularly in Tel Harra Hill, strategic, very strategic one that links Dar'a with the occupied Golan Heights over there. So you can see, Kaveh, that there are continuous military operations across the country, advances in Dar'a countryside and in Sheikh Miskin, and also today a lot of clashes happening in the city of Aleppo.
Thank you very much, Muhammad Ali there, a correspondent talking to us from Damascus.